for another DFS First Look show. We're ready to look at Week 6 for your NFL DFS contest on FanDuel and DraftKings. I'm joined once again by Eric Samulski. How you doing, Eric?
I'm all right, sir. We're had a good week last week, and the Bills won, so I'm ready to get into this next one.
Nice. I got my Steelers hat on there. They surprised me. I figured out what would they win when I lower expectations and expect them not to win. Like they beat the Bills week 1, and then last week I was like, oh, they're done. And Denver's got a pretty good defense, and they went out and won. So I'm just gonna not, I'm not gonna expect anything from them the rest of the way.
That's my strategy. I'm a cynical Bills fan, so I've lived through too many of the Greg Williams, Dick Duran, Mike Mularkey years that I just expect them to blow games all the time. So
right, and then here's the problem with the Bills right now is you have this after that big win, you have kind of the burden of high expectations. Everyone says they're the new favorite.
The Super Bowl goes through Buffalo. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Well, it's a long season. We'll see what happens. Before we launch our first segment, I just want to make sure we remind everybody that our Rotoball, our premium products are available, and that, NFL is still going strong. You can check us out for our NFL premium. NBA is launching next week, and I'm at the forefront of that. I can tell you right now, we have a lot of guys excited to get into NBA, and it's a bit crazy time for me because I'm covering both at the same time, but heck, I embrace it. Bring it on. Let's do it. So check out all of our premium products over Rollerballer. Use promo code ThunderDan. Save yourself 10% off. There's obviously some really great values and deals over there for that. Make sure if you're watching this video to like, subscribe, offer some comments, throw some plays at us. We're happy to interact with you and get your input on the show. And so, Eric, we're going to start our first segment off here talking about games to target and kind of a slate overview, looking at some of these higher totals and some of these different game environments, and which of these games we want to really hone in on and get a lot of our plays from. I want to throw out the big totals first here. 4 games with over 50 totals. So we have Washington KC at 55, Chargers Ravens at 51.5, Dallas and New England 51, and Arizona Cleveland at 50 points. We can start with any of those 4, or if you have one that's not listed there in that top 4 that you want to talk about, where do we start in our research process this week?
Yeah, I think we start where most people are going to start, which is going to be that Kansas City game. I think we all know what Kansas City's offense can do, but I think we've seen over and over again this year what Kansas City's defense can not do, which seems to be stop opposing offenses. So I think there's some really interesting avenues to go there, and we can talk about that when we get to stacks. And then I also really like this Arizona Cleveland game. They're both a little bit of pass funnel teams. Their secondaries are questionable. We saw that with Cleveland, in the Chargers game last week. So I kind of expect that one to, that's a game I really like. I'm not really in on this Dallas New England game. I really don't think New England is a good team. No. So I kind of feel like that gets ugly really early. And yes, it could get ugly by, Dak, airing it out. But I think we've seen this year that they want to run the ball. So I do think you're going to get a fair split of Zeke and Pollard. I think you're just going to get a lot of spread out production from that Dallas offense. And I don't really love anybody to bring it back with on New England. So of the games you mentioned, I think that's one of the ones that I'm probably going to be shying away from in terms of attacking as a particular game. I would also attack, I'll just add the Rams Giants. I think the Rams are going to have their way there, but there are some interesting bring back options on the Giants. So that would be a game that I would throw into the mix.
We have to think about that game, especially in cash. I think there's going to be some Rams plays who we want to get some exposure there as we saw the Giants defense is just, and I know Dallas is good and they have an elite offense, but the Rams have a pretty good offense too. And Dallas, the Giants just look really rough right now.